Hey folks, thanks for coming. This is mini concert number 284. Tonight I've got a couple of Irish folk tunes, one by Tommy Makem and one by Eric Bogle. I got two John Denver songs, and I have a song by Pete Seeger. It's a gospel kind of a tune that he modified quite a bit. What did I have? Said the fine old woman. What did I have? This proud old woman did say, I had 4 green fields. Each one was a jewel, but strangers came and tried to take it from me. I had 5 strong sons. They fought to save my jewels. They fought and they died, and that was my grief, said she. Long time ago, said the fine old woman. Long time ago, this proud old woman did say, there was war and death, plundering and pillage, my children starved by mountain, valley, and sea, and their wailing cries, they shook the very heavens. My 4 green fields ran red with their blood, said she. What have I now? Said the fine old woman. What have I now? This proud old woman did say, I've got 4 green fields, but one of them's in bondage in strangers' hands, who tried to take it from me. I had 5 strong sons. They fought to save my jewels. They fought and they died, and that was my grief, said she. That's a little modification, getting the words messed up. But that's Tommy Makem's song, which you can, it's either a patriotic song or it's a rebel song, depending on your point of view. Next up is a John Denver song. Oh, I just want to point out, the first 4 songs in this set tonight are all new since we started the mini concerts. Here's the John Denver song. There's a storm across the valley, clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulders. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a mile or more away, and the whining of his wheels just makes it colder. Well, he's an hour away from riding on your prayers up in the sky. 10 days on the road and barely gone. Well, there's a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove, and it's a light in your eyes that makes him warm. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Well, there's all the news to tell him. How'd you spend your time? What's the latest thing the neighbors say? Well, your mama called last Friday. Sunshine made her cry. And you felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, it is now. Sometimes this old farm seems like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Oh, the time that I could lay this tired old body down. Feel your fingers as they're soft upon me. The kisses that I live for, the love that lights my way, the happiness that living with you brings me. Well, it's the sweetest thing I know of, just spending time with you. It's the little things that make the house a home. Like a fire softly burning, supper on the stove. But it's the light in your eyes that makes me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, it is now. Sometimes this old farm seems like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Oh, yes, it is now. Sometimes this old farm seems like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. And hey, it's good to be back home again. So that's Back Home Again, and that's the first John Denver song. Now this one is the Pete Seeger adaptation of a gospel song. Of course, he does it with a banjo, and I don't play a banjo. You gotta walk that lonesome valley. You gotta walk it by yourself, 'cause nobody else can walk it for you. You gotta walk it by yourself. Now Daniel was a Bible hero. He was a prophet, brave and true, and in a den of hungry lions, he showed what faith can do for you. And you gotta walk that lonesome valley. You gotta walk it by yourself, 'cause nobody else can walk it for you. You gotta walk it by yourself. Now some folks say John was a Baptist. Some folks say that he was a Jew. But the Holy Bible tells us he was a preacher too. Now Jesus walked that lonesome valley. He had to walk it by himself, 'cause nobody else would walk it for him. He had to walk it by himself. So you gotta walk that lonesome valley. You gotta walk it by yourself, 'cause nobody else can walk it for you. You gotta walk that lonesome valley by yourself. That's called You Gotta Walk That Lonesome Valley. This is the second John Denver song for the evening. It's an unusual song because it's about prisoners of war. It starts out from the point of view of the wife that was left behind. Then in the middle of the second verse, it shifts over to the point of view of the prisoner. Josie works the counter at the downtown 5 and dime, anything at all to help her pass the time. Mama keeps the baby, Grandpa rambles on about the good times playing in his mind. It's a hard life living when you're lonely. It's a long night sleeping alone. It's a hard time waiting for tomorrow. It's a long, long way home. Well, Josie spends her evenings with the people on the pages of the paperback that she picks up at the store. Sometimes it's the TV, or she'll try to write a letter, but they don't come too often anymore. It's a hard life living when you're lonely. It's a long night sleeping alone. It's a hard time waiting for tomorrow. It's a long, long way home. And I stare at the gray wall before me. I see her face in the stone, and I try to imagine our baby, and I wish they would let me go home. Yes, I wish they would let me go home. It's a hard life living when you're lonely. It's a long night sleeping alone. It's a hard time waiting for tomorrow. It's a long, long way home. Bring me and the other boys home. Bring me and the other boys home. Bring me and the other boys home. That's called Prisoners. And so lastly tonight we have the Eric Vogel song. This is about a fella who's touring a World War I graveyard after the war. How do you do, young Willie McBride? Do you mind if I sit here by your graveside? Rest for a while in the warm summer sun. I've been walking all day, I'm nearly done. Well, see, by your gravestone you were only 19 when you joined the Great Fallen in 1915. I hope you died well, and I hope you died clean. Oh, young Willie McBride, was it slow and obscene? Did they beat the drum slowly, play the pipe slowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last close dance chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Did you leave you a wife or a sweetheart behind? And that faithful heart is your memory right back in 1915. In that faithful heart, are you forever 19? Or are you a stranger without even a name, imprisoned forever behind the glass pane of an old photograph, torn and battered and stained, and fade into yellow in a brown leather frame? Did they beat the drum slowly, play the pipe slowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Well, the sun now it shines on the green fields of France. The wind in the trees makes the red poppies dance. The trenches are long since under the plow. There's no gas, no barbed wire, and no guns firing down. But here in this graveyard, in this slow man's land, the massive white crosses and you'd witness stands. To man's blind indifference to his fellow man, and the whole generation that was butchered and damned. Did they beat the drum slowly, play the pipe slowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Well, young Willie McBride, I can't help wonder why those who lie here know why they died. Did they really believe when they answered the call? Did they really believe that this war would end war? The sorrow, the suffering, the glory, the pain, the living and the dying were all done in vain. Boy, young Willie McBride, it all happened again, and again and again, again and again. Did they beat the drum slowly, play the pipe slowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? So that's called the Green Fields of France, and that's mini concert number 284. Hope to see you next week, 7:30.